Ooh, 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 ha, 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 hee, 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 hee. Ooh, ooh, ha, ha, hee, hee. Ooh, 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 hee, hee, ha, ha. Hoo, hoo, hee, 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 hee. Hoo, hoo, hee, hee, ha, ha. Hoo, hoo, hee, hee. Ha, 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 hoo, hoo. Hee, hee. Hoo, hee, hee, ha, ha. Hoo, hoo, hee. Hee, hee, ha. Grr. Yo, it's the stream. Hey, where's the stream? What? Everyone freak out. Everyone, everyone lose their mind. Ah! I'm a little bit tired today, but you know, the grind never stops, as they say. And by they, I mean people that are well within my generation. Hey, what's up, everyone? Hey, Orange, glad you're here. Appreciate you being here for your own document. I'm so intimidated by the evil laugh, as you should be. As you should be. I'm so evil. I'm so evil and messed up. And that was just a glimpse into my twisted mind. Hey, what's going on, everyone? If you don't know, you don't know what we're doing today. We've already done 2 streams of this, so you should probably go watch those or something. But um, Orange and Wario made a document for me, and it's all the mistakes supposedly that I've made throughout the entire series. And these whatever they are, they're live streams. That's what they are. These live streams, they're all about fixing stuff. Fixing stuff and addressing stuff. Just had a busy day today, so I may be less commentative. That's fine, Orange. That's totally fine. You have done so much work for me without pay, and I appreciate it so much. I mean, like you could just retire right now. Honestly, you've done your part. You've done your part. Yeah, but we're we're gonna pick up right where we left off last time. Yeah. Here we go. From Wario, we got duplicate effects question mark. So we have the wild Hello Kitty bow and the wild hat. Are they the same? When you play this card, all players must show you a red card from their hand. If they can't do this, they must draw 3. When you play this card, all players must reveal a red card from their hand or draw 3 cards. No, these are different. Waiting for my salary in the mail. Yeah, all right. Send me your home address. Just kidding. Don't do that. You don't know my home address, so you can't even send me. It's fine. No, these are definitely different. I don't they are they aren't the same thing. Because okay, so first of all players must show you specifically. So it's like a private reveal. Private reveal a red card, and if they can't do this, they must draw 3. But this one, it's all players must reveal a red card from their hand, implying that it is a public reveal. Therefore, these are 2 different effects. EBDB, they both get to stay. It looks like Orange, you kind of agree with me on this. Uno Nickelodeon SpongeBob SquarePants Special Edition. For Super and Zord, see, it says in the last sentence that the card would allow the player who plays it to go out of the game, implying that the effect is not carried out when played as your last card. What? Hold on. Let me go to super absorbency in my document. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I don't know how to spell absorbency. So it looks like this effect is not carried out when played as your last card. But what is the effect? It's just the player with the fewest cards must draw 1. Both the player to the left and the player to the right. Then they must draw a card from the draw pile. There's a tie between who has the fewest cards. Why not? Implying the effect is not carried out. Okay, wait, no, okay. Here's the difference. Here's the difference, right? So this card in its own game, it makes it so that yeah, if you can play this as your last card, you would just go out of the game, like you would win the round, and then immediately, the game would end. So therefore, this effect would not carry out. That's how it is in um its own game, which is Uno Nickelodeon, whatever it is, and that's how it is in probably like a good chunk of the Uno versions. Um, but in Kema cards, that isn't the case, because effects get carried out. Like effects get carried out even if it is the last card in your hand. Like they still get resolved, and this is something for consistency's sake because there are specific digital versions of Uno and other vaguenesses that make it so that it's not really clear. There's no consistent way to end the round, like whether the effect resolves itself or not, if the card is the last card played. So, like, in the context of Kema cards, this effect would still get carried out. That I don't really. Since it gives you cards, actually, I'm a little confused. What did I say here? No, yeah, like basically, unless there's something in the effect that's like contradicting the end of whatever, like the end of your turn or like your round win, so to speak, then which I don't think happens ever. I'm pretty sure that doesn't happen. I don't know. Because like the effect does need to fully resolve. So yeah, unless there's something in the effect that's like this effect ends automatically, blah blah blah. Like nah, it can stay. It can stay as is. Uh, Teen Titans Go. Man, I hate Teen Titans Go. Does anyone else hate Teen Titans Go? The Teen Titans Go, the user should only be able to select another player as opposed to a player. All right. Okay. Yep. That's an easy fix. Robin's rule. Choose another player. Boom. So now I put Robin's rule in here in my notes. Got to remember to put it in my notes. All right, that's an easy fix. That's an easy one. Uno Spin Hannah Montana 2017 on tour. The on tour, originally World Tour effect, should have these following parts removed. This cycle continues until someone takes your original hand until everyone has their hand stolen, forcing the last player to take your original hand. Hold on. When you play a tour card, send your hand on tour by trading. Lay your hand face down on the playing area and take. That player may then choose to keep your hand or take another player's cards and so on. The last player on tour take whatever hand is left. This card is also a wild card. This card is turned up. Why? Why must it be removed? Hold on. Oh, because okay, so yeah. Okay, hold on. Wait, no, I get it. Hold on. Lay your hand face down on that player. May choose to keep your hand or take. Yeah. So it doesn't end. Yeah. It doesn't end if you get your hand stolen. Okay. Yep. Okay. All right, all right, all right. I see. I see. Um so this is specifically the 2017 version. Are there multiple of these? Um yeah, this cycle continues until it can get rid of this. Until everyone has their hand stolen. That's an easy enough of a fix. let's get the On Tour 2017. Write that down. I appreciate the effects where it's just like a super easy fix and I get to move on right away. Oh god, the other the other Uno spin, Hannah Montana. Oh no. Some of the table of the Hannah Montana spin is wrong. Okay, draw star should also end it with any wild, even though wilds do not actually have a star pattern. Hmm? Draw, okay, draw until you pick up a star card, which is any number card, level 6 through 9. Or you can draw a wild card. What? What? Hannah Montana spin? This one. Draw star. Yeah, okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. Why does it say 6? Oh, 6 through 9. Haha. Okay, so yeah, it's these 4 numbers plus a wild card. Or a wild card. Like that. Yes. Discard number and discard color have a nuance. Have a nuance. What are you talking about? Spin. Well, wait a minute. No, I can't just look that up. It's the swirly. I need the swirly. The OG swirly. Oh, so it's this one. It's this here. Yeah. When you play this card, just in your hand and match the color. Triggering effects on the places on top of the stack. Yeah, so this the one with the swirly is different. Oh, hey, Wario's here. Hey, nice to see you here, Wario. I understand it's pretty late for you. I apologize for that. So I can change this to the draw color swirly. That's a thing. Yeah, I can change that to the swirly. Hannah Montana. Discard color swirly. Because it's ever so slightly different. What's going on with the discard number though? Is it the same deal where it's like um is it the same deal where like there's the same stipulation with it where like it gets played on top or whatever it is? Action. Well, yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Let me go back to swirly. Play this card onto a single discard pile and then place the discard card on top of that. Never specified where this modifier should go. What? What's going on? Well, okay. I'm pretty sure a lot of the Uno spins are numbers 1 through 5. I'm pretty sure that's what it is because yeah, like all the like the old Uno spins, both the Uno spin and the travel edition or whatever. I'm pretty sure those are both 1 through 5, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but what's going on with the number? Is it? I'm assuming it's just the same stipulation. So it's just they match the number. It's just the same as that, except they match the number instead of the color. And the 2025 spin is also 1 through 5? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So it must be 1 through 5. It would not surprise me if it was 1 through 5. Like, I'm pretty sure I already put the Hannah Montana spin on 1 through 5. I suppose I could check that, actually. What am I doing? um yeah, I might be able to check it on my end if I. Oh no, I don't have my documents on this hard drive. Ah, never mind. I can't do that. Okay, well, yeah, I think it must just be the same stipulation here. So I might have to make a new effect that's the discard number swirly. Or wait, it's this, right? You may discard any cards in your hand on nice. On any one number. Oh wait, no, it's wait, discard any cards in your hand of any one number. Why do I have in your hand twice? God. Onto the pile. You play the discard number wrong without triggering effects. Oh, but that one doesn't have the stipulation on it. That one doesn't have the funny thing on it. Discard. Alright, well, you know what? Let's just look at Uno spin on this document. Spin. Uno spin to go. Not this one. Discard number. Should be specified that you must choose to discard cards of a number currently in your hand, and that you can choose to keep any of them. Uh-huh. Is that what it is? So it's to keep it in it's the ability to choose which ones you go through when you yeah. So it's just this again. But that's fine. I mean, since I already changed that. I'm just gonna put this here just to clarify it myself. There we go. Okay, now let's move on to the next part of wherever that was. On tour being identical to world tour refers to Hannah Montana from above, which should be reworked the same. On tour refers to Hannah Montana. Steel finish. Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah. All right. So I just need to change the other card on that one later. I'm just saying Hannah Montana, which from above should be reworked the same. Yeah, so it will be once I change that, how that works. I'll just put all instances in my notes. The Uno Spin effect, originally from Uno Spin, should also be present here. While it is a simple reskin, both of them are on the wheel here, meaning the odds shift from a 1 out of 9 to a 2 out of 9. Also, technically distinct phrases to shout. Because of the last one, a reroll outcome should be added to the 10th. Okay, what the heck? Is Uno Spin actually... So this is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mm-hmm. That's crazy that there's an Uno Spin as a part of it. I didn't know that. I feel like I don't know how I would miss that. I don't know how I would miss that. Uno Spin. Is this the same as... It's the same as the other Uno Spin, presumably. What? Mm, what? Is this shouting? I'm I'm getting lost in the Uno-ness of it all. So instead, so there's a sweet niblets, and an Uno Spin. That's crazy. Why do they have that? The shouting effect. The Uno Spin shouting effect, and then we need a reroll. And so then the reroll would have make it so that the D10 is what's getting used instead of the D8, which is okay. Not a problem there. Can we add the giggle card? What? No. What are you talking about? The rest is reworked. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I made this into a modifier. I'm pretty sure I did. If I didn't, well, yeah, too bad. It's a rework. Whatever. Uno Play with Pride and Uno 50 Years of Being Wild. Just hear me out on this one, alright? Yeah, this one, any of the 10 colors can be played on top of it. Yep. Pride symbol alongside the rainbow and gold colors were both added from Play with Pride and 50th anniversary respectively, despite having no new mechanics. Yeah, yeah, so that's what they are there. To clear up this confusion, this is in no way related to Play with Pride's theme of Pride itself, or the donations to the It Gets Better project. I am not anti-queer in any way. Very good clarification. And you're actually transgender. Oh, congratulations. This is about chemicals. As I understand, and as shown for the vast majority of the project, the Amalgam does not add content without any mechanical basis, because often said that he will not add mechanics for the sake of it. Of course, that logic makes sense, as those would not be official mechanics, and instead just homebrew mechanics inspired by a way an edition looked. Similar logic came into effect for the Hurry Up card from Rabbits. It is not being rewritten just to fit into the Amalgam, as it was no longer represent the original intent. It was said in the same video that these should be saved for custom wildcards. So my question is, why do these 3 cards get treated differently? In the video, you mentioned that it has a multicolor aesthetic. Yep, multicolor. Here's the original statement. This version doesn't per se, but there is some unique feature. That's right, it's the card right here. Yeah, this is what I said. I think that's super cute, yeah. Given it was later reworked to be a wild with all colors afterwards, but my question remains why? Well, not only does the rainbow not have white, brown, or gray on it, plenty of other editions with non-black colors for their wild cards of gold and rainbow. Should we not add those all as well, despite their mechanical identicality? So we got this, we got this. They got 4. What's going on here? Okay. Uno flip and this, all of these. Doesn't even deserve to be cropped. Yeah, you're right. That's not even including the unique mechanic wilds like 50-50 itself initially added as gray before being reverted for consistency, or sharing squirrel that singles in the rainbow and gold aesthetic simply inconsistent. That these homebrew mechanics wait their turn rightfully for the hypothetical custom card expansion. For Uno play with pride and Uno 50 years of being wild to both be moved to eliminations. Okay. This is quite a bit here. So the real question is why do these get included as unique cards, I guess. Well, here's here's the thing, right? About the gold specifically. The gold is just like a cosmetic reskin of the wild. And like that's what it's meant to be. Like in its own game, that's what it's meant to be. Like it like the whole point is that um 50 years of being wild, like it's gold. Like that's kind of the whole deal there. And like yes, mechanically it functions exactly the same, but it introduces gold in place of where the black wild aspect would be, right? So like that, like it's not a mechanical difference exactly, but it does introduce gold as like a color here, right? And I know like the whole thing with colors, like colors ever since the beginning of the project have been kind of wishy-washy. Like like so like when I was getting the original 10 colors in the game and then stopping at 10, like the idea there is like with these colored cards, like the argument could be made that these 10 colors represent like basically almost all of the colors that there are, right? Like the argument could be made for a couple like cyan or whatever it is. Like yeah, we got a pink, we got a blue, we got a purple, we got a yellow. Even though some people would call this like teal and some people would call this indigo or whatever. Like in Chemicards, we got a pink, we got a blue, we got a purple, we got a yellow. Down here we got a pink, a blue, a yellow, and that's black. That's weird. I mean, technically wilds are black. We have that. And like over here we got a pink, an orange, a purple, and a blue. Like it's a light blue here, but like in Chemicards we have blue cuz like if I were to include every shade of every color, it just it would be crazy. And it would be crazy. Like and it would be too much, right? Like and then in here like sure we have like gray, like a gray wild here. Or up here we have like a white background for that, or we got a white background here or a multicolored background here. I guess that's what this image is. It's a multicolor wild, so it's red, blue, yellow, and green for its background colors. Over here, it's like a whitish gray, and here it's like a pinky blue holographic, whatever it is. But the difference with these is that they all have different art styles. Like these are all different art styles except for like maybe Uno Flip, I guess. I mean Uno Flip, it follows the Uno art style pretty well, but like this looks nothing like the Uno art style. Neither does this. This one comes close, but it's definitely a lot more old school, and the other hundreds cards are a bit different too. This one is not even close. It's like got a glitchy look to it. This one's like wow, not even close at all. This is like what 1990s, yeah, that 1990s like carpet aesthetic. I don't know. Like you can call that white on the background, sure, but like this doesn't fit in the Uno art style. Meanwhile, over here, this is like a one-to-one this is like a one-to-one for the Uno art style, and all they did was replace a specific part of the background with gold to make it gold, you know? And like that's like this feels a lot more intentional as like a unique color choice than these. Because like this is like, oh, you can look at this and be like, oh yeah, that's clearly just like a reskin of the regular wild to go with this version, right? But like say this card, like without seeing the card back or anything like that, like say this card showed up in your deck, right? Like and you didn't have any other context. Like you didn't have any other context about like what this card was or like where it was from, and like this card just showed up. you would think like, oh, it's a wild card, but it's gold, and like you probably wouldn't think anything of it. Like other than that, right? Like it's gold, and gold, like, in, maybe your friend tells you like, hey, so this gold card, it functions exactly the same. It functions exactly the same as the wild card. And it's like, oh, okay. Okay, cool. um and so this as an inclusion, when I added this to the amalgam, like, it seems a lot more fitting, because it's like, oh, it's gold, and like, I'm thinking about it the same way that I'm thinking about the other colors. Like, not the wild colors specifically. I'm not black, but like how I included other colors in the project, right? Because like this, like, none of the other colors are going to look anything like gold. They're not gonna. Since when did we care about aesthetics? Since the colors. Since ever since we added the colors, it's like, okay, like, we need to make a decision here, because otherwise we're going to be including every shade of every color to ever exist. What? What's the big deal, Orange? What's going on? Why don't we just add Uno Fat Albert by making up an effect? No, it's not an effect. It's just aesthetics. It is literally just aesthetics. It's not a unique effect. It's not. Like, we're not making up a unique effect. Like, I'm not going to make up something for Uno Fat Albert and just say like, "Oh, this is official. This is like Fat Albert." Like, we know the rules for this. We know that, and we can see the aesthetics for it. And that's the thing. Like, if we didn't have this like gold color to incorporate, Uno 50 Years of Being Wild wouldn't even work. Like, I mean, it wouldn't get added. It would get eliminated. But like, I'd rather include it. Like, look, it's got gold. Why are we adding it by the way it looks? It looks new. What? The drama goes hard. This isn't. I don't think this is drama. I think this is just like a. I think this is a difference in how Orange and I view the different aspects of what gets added to the game. Like, I mean, like, this is this is definitely like an exception, right? Like, this is not like something that I would commonly do. Like, eh, this isn't something that I've been doing for a bunch of different Uno versions. Like, I don't see a card like this and think like, oh, like, well, now I got to add the gray wild. Like, I don't think that, because this card doesn't, like, it's clearly a reskin. Like, I don't know, it's a different art style. And like, what is going on with the wild card here? Why is this purple? Well, and why is this green? What's going on? Who did this? And like, but up here it's like, okay, someone has like, this version has like the exact Uno style, and like, it adds gold as a color that is like, it's a variant of wild, and it doesn't do anything differently, but it doesn't need to. Like, this is just represent a way to represent Uno 50 Years of Being Wild without actually adding anything mechanical, you know? Because like, otherwise, like, it wouldn't get represented. And I'd prefer to represent something if I could, and sometimes it just doesn't happen. There are very few examples of things not getting represented, so to speak. Let me Oh wait, I have tabs for this. Can't be amalgamated. What do we got? This many. And like, three of these are timer mechanics, and one of them is just like a conflict of whatever, and this is a legal issue. Like the rest of them have been represented, and I get that this is different. I do get it. I understand that like this is kind of an unconventional way to represent this version, but like it really isn't hurting anything just to have it there, and it's just a nice little treat. And like I went through just a tiny bit of extra effort of recoloring the wild card to be gold, and like there it is. Like that's all it does. It's not really a mechanical implementation, but it's just in the background. It just exists. This is kind of like a why not include it situation. Like I'm gonna have so many wild cards in the game. Like there's gonna be so many, and like if any of them are gonna be like if two of them are gold and they function exactly the same, like what difference does that make? Well, yeah, like who's it hurting? Can you show us the art for the gold card? Didn't I already do that? I thought I already did that. Maybe I didn't. If I didn't, then in the next video I'll have a picture of it probably. I really thought I did in one of the recent episodes, but I can't remember, I guess. Because I thought I showed the gold and the rainbow at the same time. Uh, Anyways, moving on with the rainbow, like, and the rainbow is more so an extension of the the color, the whole colors theory, and like how it works. Like I showed rainbow but not gold. Oh, yeah, I mean, imagine it's the same deal as rainbow. So just imagine like the black wild slime color, but I just recolored it to be gold and I added some shine to it. And I can put a picture of that later or in the next episode or something, whenever that will be. Yeah, but the rainbow wild is more of a is a lot more of the interpretation of the colors and stuff like that. Because like this is the same as the gold, except now it's multicolored. Like it is rainbow. It is actually rainbow. And so like if we were to think of this for one moment as like not a wild card. And it's like if this was a regular color card in the game, you would just be able to play anything on it. And like yeah, there's no like brown or gray or whatever in here, but like are we going to be that picky about it? Like having it so that like these colors are excluded from something like this just because they're not part of the conventional rainbow, so to speak. um like I can see red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. There's no pink in here either, but like are we going to exclude pink? Like it's not a regular color card. I'm just saying imagine it is right now. Imagine it's a regular color card. Like if this were a regular color card, like you logically just looking at it, thinking about Uno, thinking about like how Uno color matching works, you would think to yourself, this is a rainbow, therefore I should be able to put anything on this. And because it has that aesthetic to it, it's like it just it's an extension of the color, the 10 color implementation. I should be calling it that, the 10 color implementation. If I remember correctly, you forgot to change the black behind the wires on those cards. What? Behind what wires? I don't know what you're talking about. I actually don't know what you're talking about. Why not add my custom cards too then? They're fun too. It's it's like this is the whole deal. The whole deal is if you accept my implementation of the 10 colors, right? Like if we can get through that concept, then like this should make sense. Like these two exceptions to the wild color rule should make sense, because like we've had to go through so many trials and whatever for the 10 color implementation, and like, well, what counts for this, what counts for that, why don't you include this, why don't you include that? It's like there's never going to be a perfect answer to that. Like, I know there's always going to be people that are like, well, I want cyan and I want indigo and whatever, but I've settled on these 10 colors. And like, if like the same logic for implementing those 10 colors is why these are here like this, or why they're included as implementations, and also why the Rainbow Wild has a unique mechanic even though it doesn't. Give me an exception too. Who's it hurting? What? Well, yeah, who is it hurting? It seems like you're the only one that's getting hurt by this. I don't know. I want cornflower. Yeah, someone there we go. I want cornflower. Imagine. If you insist that I can't change your mind, I hope you're not really offended by this. I genuinely hope that this isn't actually that big of a deal to you, Orange, because like it makes sense in my head. Like, um, I was saying, like, you know, this it makes sense in my head for like with the logic used of the implementation of the 10 colors, that these make sense where they are. And you know, I guess it won't make sense to everyone. It is an extent of my own logic. Yeah, it's an extent of my own logic, but that this is about as far as it goes. It's not going to go much further than this. We got to move on from this. We've been talking about this for too long. I am going to leave these in the game. Like, call them what you want, I guess. Moving on to Frozen 2. Uh, Olaf Summertime should have you discard up to 3 cards. Uh, Up to 3. Okay. Yep. Easy fix. You may discard either up to 3 pink cards or up to 3 yellow cards. Yeah, that's an easy fix. Boom. What? How much Hannah Montana? How much Hannah Montana crap is there in here? Hannah Montana is so overrepresented in this game. Best of World is phrased in a way that doesn't actually make sense for triggering its second effect. Um. Okay, so yeah, we actually had something like this with another multi-outcome card, if I remember correctly. And I think, I mean, like, when you play this card, yeah, choose an effect you wish to activate. But like, if you are able to play this card out of turn if necessary as one of the options, that's still playing this card, right? Because yeah, you may play this card out of turn if necessary. That's one of the options when you play this card. I don't know. I mean, like, I understand that, like, I understand that, like, there's a little bit of like a block on the wording there, like, oh yeah, if you don't play this card, then you can't trigger this effect, but this one requires you to play it out of turn, and you normally wouldn't be able to play it out of turn. But that's the thing, like this is one of the options. So like if you've read the whole card, you know that an out of turn if necessary option is one of the options. And so therefore you would be able to play this out of turn, and it's a when you play. I don't know. Like there aren't it says if the effect is triggered but rather out of turn. You may play this card out of turn this necessary. Yeah. You may play this card. It makes the phrasing should be improved probably. Yeah, but like how? With I mean, I'm not asking for like an exactly how sort of thing, but to cleanly represent this, right? Cuz like this, when you play this card, you choose an effect. Like like you could choose any of the other effects as well. Like when you play this card, you could choose any of the other effects. So it's like, do we take this one out of the list and be like, um, or instead of playing this card and choosing an effect, you can play this card out of turn if necessary to nullify a draw four, right? Like, do we do that? Like, do we make this not part of the list and it's actually not an option, but it's its own thing separate from the rest of the options? Like, that seems like even more of a leap to me. I mean, it seems a little bit more convoluted, I guess. But that might just be my opinion on that one. Like having this where it's like when you play this card, and this is a thing that activates when you play this card, but it gives you the option within itself to play it out of turn if necessary, right? Like I think that makes more sense than having this be separate type of thing. It's sure not part of the list. It phrases it correctly. Well, yeah, like it. I think both are. Okay, wait. Wario's got an idea. Alternatively, you may. Yeah, like I mean, just having a separate clause underneath itself. That's like, oh yeah. Alternatively, you may play this. Blah blah blah. But now it's not one of the options, right? Like it's its own thing. Like do we care about having in this case the draw four nullifier being part of the list of effects just like all of its brethren, right? Or like do we take it like effectively how it is? I'm stumped. I mean, yeah, it's a really weird thing. Um this is I mean and this is something too where like I'm pretty sure the other one that had this problem was the oh god, what was it, the TV torture, the Seinfeld episode, because that one had something similar, right? I'm pretty sure. And Seinfeld episode is one of the longest cards in the game, like if not the longest card in the game, and it's not even because it has edge cases or anything like that. It's just because it's a multi outcome that uh it's a multi outcome that has like 10 options, and one of the options is really long. Like it has no business being any longer. And if I were to make this change, that would become even longer, because then you'd have to separate the one that's different and then have another line indentation and then put this in here, the or not that, but the alternatively you may play this out of turn to do blah 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 blah. Like it's more text in the end. And and then again, like, and now it's not on the list, like it's not one of the options, even though in the um what is this, the best of both worlds? Let me look at best of both worlds real quick. I know the Seinfeld episode is like a very different story because its whole deal was that um oh, there's only two. Wait, there's only two options? Okay, I thought this was a much longer effect that just got cut off for the sake of brevity. Um, when you play this card, yeah, choose the effect in the draw for nullifier. Like this one, like within the context of itself, could definitely be fixed. Like where like it's its own separate thing because why not? But in other cases, and I feel like the TV torture may not even be the only one, but if it is the only one, then we're gonna have that same problem there. We're gonna have the problem where it's like, okay, what do we do about this now? Do we make TV torture even longer than it already is? I'm genuinely worried, and this is something I haven't talked about very much, but I'm genuinely worried about text visibility with cards like the TV torture card, which has so much text on it that the text may be too small to read in the final version, right? And obviously the prototype will reveal all in that case. Like if I can't read it, like we're going to have to do some major problem solving because if I can't read TV torture, like it's probably going to have to like I don't know, it's probably going to have to be in a thing where it says on the card like refer to the instruction manual to do this, you know? Like this one, changing it, I don't think it would be a problem. But TV torture, changing it in the same way, may make a problem that is already a problem even worse. A magnifying glass, even if there was a magnifying glass, like the card only has so much detail on it, you know. So I'll tell you what with this. Okay, right now, if these are the only two cards, or if there are more cards that have something like this, right? If there are more than if there are any cards that have something like this, I'm going to leave them as is right now for the sake of TV torture, right? Because we know that TV torture is the problem child in this instance. Now, if the prototype rolls around and I can't read TV torture, like it'll be in the effect will be in the rulebook still anyway, so you would still be able to resolve it even if you can't read the text on the card. But I want you to be able to read the text on the card. And so if the problem arises where like I can't read TV torture as is, then we can do the fix with all cards like this then, and we're going to have to make TV torture a look at the rulebook kind of card. Is that fair? But we can't allow all draw one to be out of turn. This could also be activated out of turn. Well, yeah, yeah, yeah. That no, it's like yeah, that's the draw four nullifier is the only one that's out of turn, and it specifies it. It specifies it. That's fine. I looked at the TV torture you showed at around the size of a normal playing card. It's readable, but it is pretty small. Yeah, like on my test digital screens that I have, and I know that like there are some instances where like even having the physical card in front of you is easier to read than it is on a screen. Like I can read it right now, like it is at a size where it is readable, but I'm worried that like ink blur and potentially like damage to the card could render it irreadable. So I don't know. I'm we'll figure that out after the prototype. And if yeah, like I said, if it's a problem, I will make the change to all of those types of cards. EBDB. Uno DC superhero girls. 3-word mechanics. Save the D. Save the day. Choose another player. Places. The player cannot be affected by any effects. Gather further away from saying until any player plays a wild card. On your turn, place this card. Better from any penalty card until another wild card is played. What is further from Uno? It's not even a correct translation to say the day because skips are certainly penalty cards. meant to mention. Well, okay, wait, hold on. So this is goofy. This is a goofy one because penalty card. Penalty card is a vague thing. Get you further from go down to 0. Suppose the original MBC. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It just makes sense to either only apply this skip draw to or any draw card. Yeah, so this should be changed to probably penalty card. Then return this card. Discard pile. I remember having an earlier version of the save the day card, and then someone either left a comment or like put a thing in like the Discord server that was like, this doesn't make sense with how you wrote it. Like, can you make it this way? And that's why I have it like this. I have it where it gets you further away from Uno. Like, there was a reason I had it like that. And it's like, well, yeah, but the main thing here is that penalty card is super vague. Like, what is any penalty card? So penalty in the context of Uno is a little wacky. Because penalty in penalty in almost every case is like a penalty, like a draw penalty. So like, do we just change it to all draw cards? It will protect that player from any draw cards. Any player that would increase the amount of cards in their hand, sort of thing. I mean, that might have to be what it is because like penalty is, it's too vague. It's too vague to have it be much different. Save the day. Play this card. Choose another player. Yeah, this cannot be affected by any draw effects. Any draw effects until any player plays a wild card. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to leave it at that. That's a weird one. This is a very weird one. But thanks, Mattel. Thanks, Mattel, for that one. Shark Week. What's going on with Shark Week? Shark Week. It does not originally say to slap the card yourself, so that part should be removed. Oh. Point out that it is not slapping, but rather putting your hand. Yeah, okay, yeah. No, okay. I see it. I see it. That's an easy fix. When you play this card, all other players must then race to put their hand on the card as on the card. Last player to do this draws 4. That's pretty easy. That's an easy fix. I realize I don't read chat as much when I'm busy working on this kind of stuff. How do you... What is happening in the chat, actually? What... What is actually happening? There's like math and stuff going on in here? Y'all. Mattel's never gonna release a math one. They haven't yet. They won't. Legend of Zelda It should trigger effects. Oh, what? It does? You play this card. Yeah, no, I agree with the multiple of 3 thing. I should change that back. I completely agree with that. But also, what's going on with? Then you play this card, and then the next player must play a card of that color with the Triforce symbol on it. A card of that color. Yep. They don't have the color with the Triforce symbol. Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah. So Triforce. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Contains on top of it. That contains is a 3, 6, or 9. Contains a 3, 6, or 9. Play a number card. 6 to 9 on top of it. Player cannot do this. Okay, so then, yeah. This card must also match the color selected by the user of the Triforce. Wait a minute. Okay, but that part doesn't work necessarily because of the triple play rework. It's the triple play rework. It would not work completely. If they don't have a card of that color, draw 3 cards. Discard a card at the beginning of play. Yeah, no, so we can't do the player doesn't choose the color, you know? Like the player who plays the Triforce card doesn't choose the color because of the triple play multiple discard pile implementation. So because that is the case, it doesn't need to like when they okay, so when a player has to play a card here, like play a card implies that it is valid, and in this case it would be the one of the 4 options that's in the corner. Um it would have to be one of the things in the corner of the card Wario is typing. Choose a color as the color as the color of the effect, even if chooses the color of the wild. Yeah, but that's not what's happening here. That's not what's happening here because like by choosing the color of this card. Well, okay, so I suppose is it more accurate to have it so that, you choose a color and then the player plays a card of that color on top of it like that, and then like after that turn, like say the player can't play a card on top of it, so then after that turn the wild symbol on the card would just become active for any following players. Is it more accurate to have it like that, or is it more accurate to have it so that instead of choosing a color like with Uno triple play, then the player would just get to have one of the 4 options to do that? I don't know. That's kind of a weird one. Why are we drawing imaginary numbers in the chat? What is happening, actually? So, okay. Yeah. Yeah, the next player that plays a go and fails to do so. Yeah, I guess that's yeah. When we're dealing with multiple things like this, like there's the triple play thing, and we got the different whatever. When you play this card, you choose a color. I can spell. Next player must play a number card that matches the color you chose. If the player cannot do this, they must draw 3 cards. All right. There we go. So I've written down Triforce in my notes. Okay, Uno remix. The reworked name symbol refers to a random player selected by the die, but strangely makes it so that a number without a player is not a reroll. This is inconsistent with the rest of the random player mechanics, so I feel it's just an oversight, and that part is meant to be a reroll. Probably. Player selected. If the chosen player has no met. This card functions as a normal wild card. Yeah. That is an oversight. That one is an oversight for sure. Select the player. Yeah, so if number re-roll. If the chosen player has no matches and make this card function as a normal wild card. Boom. All right. Easy fix. Rick and Morty, copy the Mr. Meeseeks effect as written in the document first to paste it later for the next entry. Are you leaving instructions for yourself, Orange? Should specify the Mr. Meeseeks effect should specify that any effects it triggers are not challengeable. This also isn't playing, it's just putting and then triggering on play effects. So cards like Ono 99 wouldn't be unplayable this way. Jeez, dude. Oh no. Okay. Remember to the discard pile, pick any card you want and put it on top of the discard pile. That card becomes color. If you choose an action card. Uh-huh. Choose a Yeah, so they can't be challenged. Yeah. All right, that's a crazy thing. Man, Mr. Meeseeks can't be challenged. I can spell. Mr. Meeseeks. Then play it immediately. Has an extra action. Well, how is it phrased? Yeah, it's effects that it triggers. Challenged. So effects cannot be challenged. So it's not playing, you just put it on the, yeah. And place it. I'm going to put place it. Place it on any discard pile as an extra action. effects on the card trigger. Oh, geez, I'm using Chemicard's terminology. uh, I'm using Chemicard's terminology. What is wrong with me? So okay, blah, blah, blah. Discard piles an extra action. You do it. The card that would normally activate on play. Activate, but this does not count as you playing that card. A little strange. What is going on in the chat? What is actually happening? What is happening in here? Actually. Can we not do whatever this is? Can we not do whatever's happening here, please? What is actually going on? I can't even tell what's happening. Yeah, all right, no more. No more of whatever is happening there. No more. I'm just gonna like I can do some funny shenanigans. Don't yeah, no more. No more whatever is happening. No more math, no more insulting people. No more arguing, please. I do not want any more arguing. We're done with all that. No more spam. Yep. I don't know what's this math? I don't want that math. No more math. We're done with math. I hate math. Yeah, I should not have to babysit you guys for real. I literally don't even know what happened because I'm pretty sure like messages got deleted. So whatever. We're not doing that. We're not doing that anymore. Okay. Back on track here. All right. Beef boss, that's math. That's math. I'm serious. Let's put you in timeout. Timeout for 24 hours. You've been timed out for 24 hours. I don't want any more math. If I see any math, you will get timed out for 24 hours. Which means no more, all right? Praise be the math be vanquished. Absolutely. All right, we're going to try and move on now. Tack the man, please do not try and abuse this system. I'm not willing to deal with it much more, all right? If you think it's math adjacent, I will mute you for 24 hours. Okay, Doraemon 2003. Da, 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 da. Time cloth is the same as Mr. Meeseeks that is currently in the document. Anywhere door should have you change your seat. Time cloth. Oh, time cloth is this one here. Okay. So time cloth is a card that probably didn't get added, is my guess. Or did I? Did I add a time cloth card? I don't think so. That doesn't sound familiar. No. No, I didn't add time cloth. It's not real. So, okay, so I didn't add time cloth because it's identical to Meeseeks. So, yeah, we don't need it anyway. Anywhere door should have you change your seat to a seat between any two players. Anywhere door doesn't. Uh-huh. So, okay, so it's just a difference with anywhere door. Well, okay, wait. Anywhere door. Wait a minute. Oh, no way. Are you kidding me? Time cloth is actually. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. What? Oh, God. I see. I understand everything now. I see everything. Ah! I understand everything. I get it. Okay. Well, I goofed that up. I goofed that up so much actually. All right. Well, let's get Mr. Meeseeks in here. Whoops, Mr. Meeseeks. We take this. We're gonna add this card, by the way. If it wasn't obvious, we're gonna add this card. So we put it in here, and then we need to have it be called the time cloth. Uh-huh. So it's not so the oh my gosh, I don't know how I did that. So it's to take out the challenging aspect. So there's no challenging aspect. Yeah. So now we have effectively two, the old version of the Mr. Meeseeks kind of, and then the new the time claw. The real version of those. You could just look at the history of the doc. Yeah, right. So okay, we got time cloth in here. Time cloth got added. That's pretty cool. So that'll have to happen later. But now what's going on with anywhere door? When you play this card, swap seats with the player of your choice. You should have to change your seat to a seat between any two players, not swapping seats. Oh, jeez. So when you play, swap seats with the player of your choice. If the player before you plays a card with effects against you, or if another player plays a card against you out of turn and you play this card, you can choose a player and swap seats with them, and the player you swapped with will be affected by the card you played instead. This card can be played out of turn as long as the most recent. What is happening with Anywhere Door, actually? So that's so ultra specific. That is insanely ultra specific. So like What happens in a 3-player game then? What actually happens in a 3-player? So like if you have to change your seat to a seat between any two players who are not swapping seats, what happens in a 3-player game? Like in a 2-player game, you just don't change seats. Is the same thing happening with the 3-player game? Like what happens in a 3-player game? Like the diagram has a 5-player game, which, you know, makes sense because in a 4-player game too, in theory, you would be able to do whatever. Man, that's weird. Change the order of players. Well, yeah, but you can't. You can in a 3-player game. You couldn't move, but you know, in the diagram, you couldn't move between two people who are swapping seats because you'd be swapping seats with one of them. In a 3-player game, you can only choose the other two players. But then what? What's this about? Like that. So there's an edge case for 3-player and 2-player. Oh, that's rough. Uh. So yeah, swap seats. Jeez. The player you swap with must be two players who not swapping seats. From this effect. In a 3-player game, you just get to choose. In a 2-player game, I feel like something got lost in translation here. In a 2-player game, no seats are swapped. Essentially swap players with the next player in the tournament. Finally made it to a stream. Hey, Grim. So, okay, yeah. I mean, maybe that's not the case, but it just seems like something got super lost in translation. It's such a weird effect. I mean, I'm looking at the diagram, like maybe that does seem like that's how it works. Yeah, weird, very weird. But it's fixed now, so I'm gonna put nothing got lost yet. It's weird. It's such a weirdly worded effect, and it has like multiple edge cases for player count. It's just so strange. I feel like that's unlike anything I've ever seen. I don't know. It just seems so odd. But you know, I mean, if that's how it works, that's how it works. We're gonna do that. Yeah, and yeah, I mean, yeah, the diagram it looks like that. Okay, Lilo and Stitch, what's going on? Okay, that's a much easier fix. When you play this card, discard cards without triggering effects under this card. That's easy. All right. Okay, Uno Free Fall, Game Boy Advance. Personal suggestion. Feel free to skip. Luke, turn up the mic. You're quiet. There's no way. There's actually no way I'm quiet right now. Hold on. I'm making you small. Give me a second. Um, making you small because now I need to look at my mic again. It's at 100. It's actually at 100. So like it's at 100 for real, for real. I promise it's at 100. Do I really need to increase it more? Like how? I mean, yeah, volume warning, I guess. We'll see what happens here. All right. I turned it up. I turned it up even more in OBS. Like, is that better? Actually, though, is that better? Put the mic inside your mouth. Volume warning. I mean, I don't know if this helped anything or not. That's as high as it goes. I kid you not. I mean, sure, it's better. All right. I mean, this is literally as high as it goes because I have my mic in my desktop settings turned up all the way. I have it turned up in OBS all the way. Like it does not get better than this. Like this is as loud as it goes. So I'm gonna leave it at this forever now. There's legit no difference. well, that's tough. That's really tough because like I could look in my audio settings, I guess. No. No, that's no. I literally can't go any more higher than this. uh so you're gonna have to cope with this, I suppose. Um we're on to the barrier block, which again, the barrier block is one of the longest cards in the game. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, document is not full screen on the stream. I just changed it back. It's fine. I made you guys small so I could look at whatever. Ba, ba, ba. Oh no, wait. No, wait, you're so right. You're so right, Gilbus wearing man. Or Gibbous wearing man. That's a nice Team Fortress 2 reference. I bet there is a I'm picking up my microphone and I'm moving it around because I bet there is like a slider on here somewhere. Hold on. I'm looking at it. Um hold on. Hold on. There's like arrow keys. There's like I got like a half of a D-pad on my microphone. Hold on. Let me open my OBS again just so I can see if anything changes when I press this button. What is that? Did that? Huh? What? Okay. This isn't a meme, right? I'm not memeing right now. I swear to God this is not a meme. When I press this button, there's this arrow key that goes up on my microphone. When I press it, there's a little thing that pops up on my computer that looks like a headphone volume thing. And it says 6.7. It just says 6.7. That made things louder. It worked. What? How does it? What do you mean? 6.7. It just stays at 6.7. It can't go higher than 6.7. I think I could decrease it. Could I? No. No, actually, I'm permanently stuck at 6.7 now. I feel like it increased the audio quality. There's no way. What do you mean? It's just stuck at 6-7. Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Okay. I increased it to 100. I don't know how I did that. Is it louder now? Genuinely, like, do I sound any louder now? Because I went from 67 to 100. It went straight from there to there. Is this better? Is this louder? Like, I'm looking at my. I can't even tell. Yeah, no, like, I want to say it's better. No difference. I'm looking at my mic audio here on OBS, and it doesn't look like it's changed. I bought his mic at a witch's hut. It's so true. I I really don't know. All right, we're not gonna mess with this anymore. If you can hear me, you can hear me, and we're gonna have to move on. I don't know why it got stuck at 6-7 for so long, but now it's not. It's at 100. Barrier block. um. Okay, so I know the card is already very wordy. Oh no, there's no way this is gonna get even more wordy. When the blockade card is removed, flip the card that was under the blockade card. Just to emulate how in the original game, the blockade block, when removed, had an animation of being flipped into being a new block. I don't want to simply flip the blockade card itself because then the result won't be random, whereas flipping the card. No, but that's just a visual thing, isn't it? Uh, like, I don't know. I mean, this is just like, this is a cosmetic thing, isn't it? Like, it flipped into a brand new thing. Yeah. Just visual. Yeah, I mean, if it's just like an animation, I probably not, right? I mean, like, because barrier block. Hold on, let me pull it up on my document, on my one document that I have up here. Oh no, wait. Do I not have this document up right now? If so, not cool. Barrier, barrier block. Okay, pulling up barrier block so I can read it. Three barrier block. Players can unblock the station. The top of each station. Like, it kind of already happens. It actually kind of already happens in the effect, because if the card gets unblocked, like, then boom, it doesn't flip necessarily, but like it does refresh kind of in a way. It already has that functionality in it. I don't see a need. Uh yeah, probably not necessary. Oh, oh no. Oh. Okay, so what's going on with Golden Block? Current inflammation of the card. If there's a wild card on top of the second or third discard pile, Side of the same card, you play the gold block on top of them to clear the top card. Place them at the bottom. Because we're adapting a nothing like Uno video game, any implementation we do is arbitrary. This is so true. However, I do want to point out that in the context of the original game, using a golden block didn't just clear the board, also scored you points for all those disappeared blocks, and it was very satisfying to score a lot of points this way. Oh, and I like the card that... Yeah, I also like cards that manipulate points. Why not implement this? When you activate the golden block, it clears the 4 discard piles and the point values of those. Yeah, no, that might be cool. Like, it does that in the game. It rewards you points right away. Yeah. Given that you no longer gain immediate points for eliminating players, any new mechanics that can earn you points in the middle of the round are a positive thing. Yeah. So okay, let me. I think that's a fair implementation. I don't see why not. I mean, it does it in its own game. Golden block. Golden block. This card is just a wild card if you play it normally. Discard pile and the cards then same as each other. You can play the wild gold block on top of the wild clear card. Atop the wild card to clear the top card of every discard pile. You immediately score point values of all cleared cards. Like that. That's a fun one. I like that. If there's a wild card on top of the second discard pile, and the cards on either side of it are the same color as each other. Are both non-wilds. Oh, so they need to be non-wild. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that can be changed too. Cards in same non-wild color as each other. Yep. All right. So that is the golden block. I'll have to make a change to that. That's an easy one. Generalizing effects. Okay, what's going on? When you play this card, you may... Oh. You play this card. So yeah, what? Non-wild action cards. It could be. The feats of fate one, I'm less prone to do so. Team attack, maybe. Okay, so yeah, because feats of fate, it's just the draw 4 or the draw 2 symbol. Like that's ultra specific, right? But the team attack refers to skip, reverse, and draw 2, which are effectively all of the like colored action, quote unquote, action cards in regular Uno. So like in theory, this would apply to all of the colored action cards, quote unquote, if those were to be in the same game as the team attack. I'm more prone to generalizing this one than this one, because this one is more specific. It refers to the draw 4 or the draw 2. I mean, it could be changed to refer to all draw effects. When you play this card, what's going on? If the person does not either use the cards, moves to the next player. This is an interesting case. This is actually a really interesting case. It's And I've done this with other cards too. So like could probably do that with these cards. It's just thinking if this card were to be given the full context, like if this card were to be given the full context of Kema cards, would it affect other things? And I think that seems to be the intent. That seems to be the intent of the team attack and the feats of fate, is that this is meant to affect draw cards, and this is meant to affect colored action cards. But we've just kind of, like, throughout this document, like even things with like the Triforce card and a couple of others where it's like where we've generalized it more, we're like that isn't really accurate though, is it? Like it's less accurate by making it that way, but like it's logical. It's a logical thing, but it's a less accurate thing. Well, in theory, if all draw cards are acceptable, you'd be much more likely to get a card. This is true, but also draw 4, I'm pretty sure, is the most common draw card in the game. Or the most common draw symbol in the game, I should say. Um, I think I'm gonna leave these as is. I think I'm gonna leave them as is just for the sake of accuracy. Yeah, I think I might have to do that. I might have to just leave them as is. I mean, we've already ungeneralized a bunch of cards in this document, I'm pretty sure. So I think I'm gonna have to leave these as they are. Uh, token card. So we have these mechanics. Whenever you play skip, reverse, or draw 2, take the token card. Yep. When you play this card, all players except for the player who currently has a token card. Yep. Okay. Does this only work with the base Uno cards? Skip, reverse, and draw 2. Because if only a small amount of cards interact, doesn't. Instead, oh no. I'm sorry. This is not happening. I cannot include the um take the token card text with all of this. No. The token card text being on all of those cards would be far too much, I'm afraid. Yeah, I don't think that one's gonna happen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Wario. There's too much text. Why not? Because there's too much. I think it would be too much text. And, having this text pop up for this relatively insignificant mechanic every time would be like, we can just have it on the token card, or in another like general place, and not the other way around, because sorry, I'm not gonna do that one. That would also require me to change like a million different cards. How many skip, reverse, and draw 2 cards are there in total? Even that is a complicated question, because there are some cards that have um like those as like modifiers or whatever, and yeah, it's a different. It would only go on the 10 skip cards, 10 reverse cards. It's not that much. No, it is that much though, because some of those skip and draw 2s they already have modifiers on them and stuff. Like, though, 10 of the draw 2s, one on each color, they have the dare modifier on them already. And like half of them are flex cards, so like they have the scramble text on them and things like that, or the scramble colors, I should say. um and like it would be too much text. Like it would involve a lot of change for something that functions without it. I think not. um Rules doc forgotten cards. There are cards that were covered in the mistake time portion of the video, but they were not added to the rules doc. Oh, I need to. I didn't do this. Shoot. Disney princess. Well, I suppose I could have just looked up 2012, huh? Disney Princess 2012. Yeah, this can go. I really thought I did this. I'm so goofy with it. Okay, so then 2006. Put 2006 in here. So that's those two things. I didn't put the dragon in there? No way. I really thought. Man, I really thought I did. This shows how scatterbrained I am with this. With all the different things going on. We got the wild dragon in here. Oh. Okay. Card, yeah, we gotta go back. Card. One wild card has the wild dragon symbol. Alright. Remove from elimination list. Uno Harry Potter 2003. Right. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't catch any of this. But where the heck is Uno Harry? There it is. Uno Harry Potter 2003. Can get out of the elimination list. And then yeah, and then it gets added to the additions list. Whoops. Uno Harry Potter 2003. Like that. And then we get the Howler in there. It's the Howler 2003 specifically, which is... Oh my gosh, I did it again. I'm so bad at that. I'm really so bad at that. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh. One wild card has the wild Howler 2003 symbol. There we go. Control Shift V. It makes sense with the project of the scope. Thanks, Orange. I appreciate it. I have like people say they have brain rot of stuff, but like my brain is rotting away, not like because not in the brain rot way, but in the like my brain is rotting like actually sort of way because I stare at Uno related screens all day. Don't worry, I'm only listening and not watching, so I don't know what you're really bad at. That's okay. General rule. In certain Uno video games, if you discard multiple cards in one turn, you go directly from having directly 2+ cards to 0 cards, never actually ending your turn on one card, and then you don't have to say Uno. This even applies to discard all cards in Ubisoft's Uno. So this is probably meant to be true. This could honestly just be a general rule. This way, individual cards that discard multiple cards don't need to specify that each time. What? So, wait. If you discard multiple cards in one turn and you go directly from having 2+ cards to 0 cards, never actually ending your turn on one card, then you don't have to say Uno. Yeah. Isn't it already kind of basically a thing, says Orange? I mean, it is kind of a thing, but it's never directly said. Isn't I mean, it is kind of this way. No, Orange, you're right. It is kind of this way by default, but it's never directly said. And I've played a little bit of Uno Wonder, and I noticed that because, like, you can play a discard all card and get rid of all your cards, and you never have to call Uno. Like I think it should be directly said because like it's something that none of the physical Uno manuals ever say. They never say it. Um it is directly programmed. Yeah. It's never directly said, but it is directly programmed. And in physical versions, it's never said, but like it's implied, I guess. But we can add that as a general rule. I see, I think this is just good for clarity's sake. Um uh where's a good place to put this? Winning. Um winning. I'll put it in winning. Um result in you having 0 cards in your hand and thus winning the round. You do not need to say Uno. You say Uno when you end your turn. Oh no, yeah. You say Uno when your hand only has 1 card. Only has 1 card in it. Yeah, so there's the difference there. I mean, like, I'll definitely word it better than that in the final rule book because I'll have it all laid out nice, but my brain is rotting not because it's rotted, but because it's rotting. uh you should call Uno at the end of effects, not your turn, like Uno Texas. Texas does. Maybe, yeah. At the end of effects. Does that work? Like, man, now you got me thinking about this. If Because like, okay, so in the Uno video games, like in multiple Uno video games, right? You can like you can call Uno before you even play the card, you know? And like I feel like that's intentional. I mean, it's definitely intentional. Like you can call Uno before you even play the card and it counts. So like what's like if it were to be where like you can call Uno where you should call Uno after the effect ends, like there are some effects where it's like when do they end, like that doesn't I don't think that quite works because say there's an effect that makes someone do a silly dance until their next turn, like that effect isn't resolved until it ends, until that person stops dancing. So like, would you have to wait for them to stop dancing? Like that seems like it could be a little bit vague. Like we like calling Uno is such a weird thing. Um uh and your turn will end. Uh yeah, I mean that's something I'm gonna have to properly lay out, I think. I'm gonna have to properly lay out Well, this is something I'm gonna have to do no matter what. Actually, anyway, is the order of operations on your turn. Like I'm gonna have to um like I'm gonna have to have an order of operations for the different things that happen on your turn and like their order of priority, and then calling Uno is gonna be in there somewhere. So yeah, well, that'll be better worded. That'll be better worded later for sure. Card in front of you inconsistency. Oh boy. The amalgam has a few cards that indicate a passive effect that lasts for some amount of time. The amalgam treats this by having the player place a card in front of them as an indicator card. The problem comes from the inconsistency. Sometimes this is done by placing the exact card the player just played, but other times it is done by placing a separate card to be an indicator. Such inconsistency isn't good, and it would be best to always treat it the same. I think it would be best if all such cards were treated like this. After you place this card in a valid discard pile, move it in front of yourself. I get that this implementation affects which color symbol is on top of the discard pile. It's best to just have the card itself. The cards that this would affect are thus. Oh, jeez. Okay, hold on. Man, didn't we have a whole thing about like Lucky Croc Tooth and toe holds? Like, didn't we have a whole thing about this? Uh, when you play this card, take a card and place it face up in front of you. This card is still part of your hand. Um, this card currently uses it. Um, but okay. Uh, until this effect ends. Okay, so full disclosure, right? I haven't made these cards yet. I haven't made these cards in my documents yet. Like the Lucky Croc Tooth and Toehold and Safeguard. Like they're like next on my list sort of thing. And like I haven't made them into physical cards yet. So this is like the first time I've been reading these symbols in like a really long time. And yeah, I mean, I feel like there's definitely better ways to phrase this, maybe even simplify it. Um, the player you chose gonna play any. When you play this card, instead of playing it on a discard pile, place it in front of you. Oh my gosh. Time Balloon. I have done Time Balloon actually. I did just make Time Balloon recently. What did I do for Time Balloon? Hold on. I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna pull up Time Balloon if I can. Uh, those, this. Nope, not that, not that. Where did I put it? Hello? It's not that. No, I'm looking for like a. It uses the D4. Like you'd think it'd be relatively easy to find. Oh, yep. Okay, I found it. I found it. So because time balloons are non-wild, one for each color, the mechanic of them being placed in front of the next player in the turn order is good, but they should be placed on a valid discard pile and then moved. Why? I mean, because just to show that you have a valid match, I guess. Is that it? Uh, the I see. Okay, hold on. I think I see now. So it's just to prove that you can have a valid match. Uh-huh. I want the effect card itself to be the indicator for the sake of better remembering what is the indicator, but because they are colored, they should first be placed on the discard pile and then moved to be an indicator. Yep. So so that does apply to all of these, and that could be an overall change. Here, so I'm gonna put this in my notes right now. Um, time balloon, not time ballin', time balloon, safeguard, toe hold, lucky croc tooth. So they all must function as indicators, but also must be played on a pile before being moved. Moved in front of another player. Like that. Yeah, so they should be matched. Yep. They should be matched, basically. Okay. So that applies to all of these. Gersh. Time balloon. When you play this card, move it in next player after playing it. Like that. So now we gotta go to the other ones. Safeguard. I'm probably gonna be getting to the safeguard card pretty soon. Probably not today though, because I'm doing this instead. um, yeah. So when you play this card, move it in front of yourself after playing it. In front of yourself face down specifically. Luke, did you see the McDonald's Spy Family All Wild Edition that had a draw and tell color effect? No. I didn't. um yeah, it is Spy Family, chat. It is just pronounced Spy Family. I knew that. I sometimes I just read it as Spy X Family. I've actually watched the whole first whatever it was, the first season, I guess. I'm not caught up on my Spy Family. I'm not caught up. Toehold is next. Where's Toehold? Also, I have no idea. I had no idea there was another Spy Family version happening. I didn't know. I haven't looked at a bunch of documents in a long time because I've been too busy with the actual cards. To hold. Then move this hand. Then move this card. Move this card face up in front of you like that. That's easy. Lucky Croc to hold safeguard and time balloon. Okay, fixed. I'm losing my mind. Oh, there's a whole 12 edition. Wait, what? There's 12 Spy Family McDonald's promotion. What? I just mentioned All Wild One specifically because the designers somehow messed up so bad they forgot colors weren't in All Wild. That's crazy. So you can imagine what the draw and tell color would do. Wait, a draw and tell color with no colors. Is that just like a draw the entire deck? Like if it's an all wild deck and you just draw the entire deck, that's crazy. That's crazy. No way. Thanks, Mattel. Oh, 12 anime games based on 4 animes. Whoa. Okay, so there's 4. So what? There's oh my gosh. Effectively, yes, pretty much. That's insane. Okay, the 50% point bonus. 50% point bonus. Um when you play this card, move it in front of yourself face up like that. There are several other effects in the rules doc that mention the in front of you, but I don't think it matters. Yeah, you're right. So to recap, yep. Boom, did it. I'm the best. So now I need to add the 50%. What it was, the 50% point bonus. Yep. 50% point bonus. Uno Undercover is next. How long have I been streaming? I feel like I've been streaming for a long time. It started 2 hours ago. Oh my gosh, yeah. Just over 2 hours. Man, we're gonna be going for a while. Uno Undercover Sleep should be choose an opponent, not choose a player. The sleep journal. Yeah. Yes. Okay, let me look at sleep again. Sleep. This means that the next player, but they're also immune to all effects except draw effects played against them. This effect persists. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So okay, it's choose an opponent specifically. Choose an opponent. That I can spell. So I will put that in here. Sleep. Only 2 hours. uh, have there been any Uno versions based on the Doom video games? No. It's rare that Mattel does like mature stuff. Like I can only think of Yellowstone and like Chucky right now. We'll be wrapping up the document relatively soon, actually. What? No, we won't. We got like so many more pages left. Or I mean, or are you concluding work on it soon? If so, that's crazy. That's awesome. Zombie, thank you for the $5. Getting food, heard the Spy Family thing. Mattel try not to be dumb as rocks challenge impossible. uh they are not immune to reverse or skip effects. Yeah. Well, yeah, no, of course they're not. Why yeah. It's just so the reverse thing, yeah, like two turns is so okay, this part of the text doesn't need to be here. The players are moved from the game for 2 of their turns. Um that's not a thing that we need to have in this effect text. What we that the players that player's next 2 turns are skipped, but they're also immune to all effects except for draw effects played against them. Um so I guess the skip would apply draw effects and skip effects. But the reverse one wouldn't, because the reverse one doesn't affect the next player. It affects the new next player in a way. Two of the this effect persists until 2 turns of the chosen player. Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean the stream will probably reach the end. No, I'm gonna be going for so much longer. The way you wrote everything immune is weird nonsense. What do you mean? What's weird about it? I don't get it. They shouldn't be immune to anything? What? I suppose because this is a digital thing, we don't have the official whatever for it. Oh, I meant to say that the stream will reach the end of the document before I am done adding all of my entries. If I catch up to you, like you'll have more time. It's not I'm not rushing you. Like I have plenty of work to do other than this, but yeah. Why what's what I oh my gosh, deja vu crazy. I have crazy deja vu right now. Um why so like they're just not immune to anything at all? There's no immunity. Why where did I come up with that? Why did I put that there? What why would I make something up like that? That just seems so specific. Where did I get that idea from? Um that player's next 2 turns are skipped. Like yeah. That's That was my mistake. I like what? Where would I come up with that? There's no indication for it. If there was no indication for it. Yeah, I mean that's definitely a big simplification for the effect, so that's nice. There we go. Oh my gosh, we're going back to Lucky Croc again. While Lucky Croc Tooth Effect does make all draw effects get reflected, it does not actually negate the fact that draw cards also skip your turn. So the previous player in the tournament played a draw card against you, and then the draw effect gets reflected back, thus they would have to draw the same amount of cards instead. But the draw effect itself still forces you to lose a turn, like draw effects normally do. Furthermore, if your turn gets skipped from a draw card or from a skip card, then the effect duration remaining does not decrease. Oh no. Crazy. Gosh dang Uno undercover. uh Wait, I thought I changed this. Did I not change this? I really thought I thought I just changed this. When you play this card, in front of you, face up. Ugh. This card is still part of your hand. It cannot be played or discarded until the effect ends. Then at the end of your next turn, discard this card. Discard. While this card is in front of you, plays a card that would force you to draw cards. Reflect any cards drawn. Reflect any cards drawn, but all other aspects of the effect still apply to you. There. There we go. Yeah. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. It all works now. It works. It works. It's the same similar concept there. Yeah. All the other aspects still apply to you. Yep. Yep. Shooting. Oh my gosh. How much Uno Undercover stuff is there? Are you kidding me? There's no way. We literally okay. This card essentially lets you what? Lets you up to 4 cards of the same color on top of it. And that can be either non-wild cards of the same color or wild cards. I'm not sure if the current phrasing in the rules doc is clear enough, and I don't know what the current card design looks like, but it needs to be more clear. It's probably one of the times where choose a color effect would allow you to pick wild as one of the options. Because of that, it might be better to rephrase the card that doesn't use the phrase choose a color. Discard up to discard up to 4 wild cards. Yeah. Whatever type of whatever type of cards you decide to discard, you are forced to discard the maximum amount of cards possible, though you're still free to pick which type of cards you want to discard. Um oh my gosh. uh this is insane. This is an insane quirk. Oh my gosh. Okay. Shooting star. What? Yeah, wild. Oops. Accidentally went full screen. Wild is a color option. In this case, I feel like that's pretty clear. I don't know. That seems pretty clear to me. Um, Wild is a single color option. Maybe. Um, this is insane though. This is ridiculous. Like, yeah, I mean, we don't need this anymore. So we don't need that part. But so like this is uh up to 4 cards. I suppose this could be included. Yeah. Video games are not meant to be turned into a board game, but you see the video game was based on a card game. uh okay, so if that so that we could include the little quirk of so it's just you are forced to discard the maximum possible amount. Just throw that clause in there and call it good. Okay. Toehold. We're back on Toehold again. Uh, should be choose an opponent. Okay, that's easy. Let's go back to Toehold. Choose an opponent. Choose an opponent. Similar to the sleep effect, even though this effect has been reworked to only last for 2 turns, in Undercover, the effect turn duration does not decrease when the player gets skipped or draw or yeah. Yes. Yes. Uh-huh. And with this card face on. At the end of turn. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. That tracks. Through testing, it seems that the tutorial description of this locks 3 of the opponent's cards is wrong. I believe it actually locks 2 cards. Or if the player only had 1 card, then that 1 card. Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, so if they have less than okay, well, I can change it to 3. I can change it to 3. Um choose 2 random cards. But if they only have 1, then it logically makes sense that they only have 1. So that's fine. That's fine. Wild Double Cross. After playing this card, you only have 1 non-wild, non-color exclusive card left in your hand. Then you simply change the color of that 1 card. If after playing this card you only... Oh my gosh. What? What? But that's just logical. That's just logical. Hold on. Double cross. Yeah. No, we don't need an edge case for that because it's just like you only have 1. Like we don't need an edge case. Like if they only have 1 card left, like obviously it applies to the only 1 card. They don't like gain another card. It's fine. It's fine. It's this. It's the same as what? It's the same as shooting star. Maximum possible. What? Are you kidding? What? When you play this card, then choose. There's only two. Maximum possible. So it's either two or it's one. Yeah, so the maximum possible is two, and if you only have one, it's one. Two if yeah, you must do two if you can. Yeah. That's just how it is. That's just how the effect is. But if you only have one, you only have one. It's fine. It's fine. The funny Uno man is losing his mind. uh yeah, I have these in the card editing guide. I'm not gonna do that. I'm sorry. I'm not. I have those in the card editing guide. I have them in my notes too. It's fine. It's fine. If on your turn you don't play a card, instead draw one from the draw pile, then that card is playable. Then you must play that card. Wait, hold on. What the heck? Uno anime web game. McDonald's Canada 2026 had a similar rule. Uh, might be worth making it. Oh my gosh, what? No, the thing about the Uno. So the thing about the Uno undercover version of the rule is that it effectively takes away a portion of an already existing rule, right? I mean, like we could we could make it an optional rule, I guess. Yeah, we can make it an optional rule because it's from Uno Undercover. Let's throw it in optional rules actually. Where the freak are my optional rules at? Optional rules. Okay. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about Twitch plays Uno. That's such a crazy that's such a crazy thing. Um optional, yeah, so forced play rule. If you have no matches and you draw a card to end your turn and that card is playable, it is optional to force that card to be played rather than having the option to keep it. Throw that in there. All rules are optional. No. I'm a weirdo nerd, Luke. I'm weird with all of this. So true. I'm weird with all of this. I'm so weird about this. Okay, going out. In Uno Undercover, no matter what card you play as your last card, its effect simply does not trigger. Well, okay, but that contradicts other Uno versions and other digital Uno versions even. Um, yeah, it would invalidate some stuff, yeah. It could be an optional rule. No, but it doesn't need to be because it kind of just this is a type of rule that invalidates another rule. Therefore, I see no need to include it. Nah. Uno and Friends Java mobile game. These cards, yeah, I already kind of have that in my card editing guide. I'm sorry. I'm prioritizing the changes, I guess. I'm prioritizing I'm less concerned about that just because I know it's in the document. It's just not in the effect text. I'm sorry. uh, so Uno and Friends Online. All of the following cards were, for the sake of the amalgam, decided to be orange color exclusive. However, it doesn't say so in their name, even though it should. Yeah, but it's in the card editing guide. It's in there. Wait a minute. There's a new one? Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, so wait, this is just one that I just chose not to add. Um, huh. Oh my gosh. This is going crazy. Move it in front of yourself. Now, if you're hit by any draw effect, you still have to draw that number of cards, but you don't lose your turn. Yeah, okay, alright, okay. Shield symbol. Let's put it in. Let's throw it in. Let's do it. Let's put it in there. Shield symbol. I'll just take I'm taking your text. I'm stealing your text. And then we gotta put that in the card adding guide too. Orange color exclusive. I can so spell. I'm so good at spelling. I'm just fat fingering the keys right now. Shield. A shield symbol card. And this one needs an edit. The safety net. They simply completely disappear. Oh, they return to the bottom of the draw pile. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Let's do that. Safety net. Safety net. There it is. Left in your hand. Discard card. Place cards. Place cards from your hand at the bottom of the draw pile. Yes, there we go. Oh my gosh, wait, I haven't been making notes. Hold on. How far did I go? Just toe hold. I need to put shooting star in here. Whoops. I haven't been making notes. Shooting star. We didn't do that. We didn't do that. We did. I already have to change that one. Double cross. We're not changing these. EBDB. EBDB. Skibidi. And now we got the shield and safety net. And safety net. Man, there are so many little intricacies. Oh, hey, Orange is here. Hey, weren't Uno Jelly Bellies the token cards made to be placed in the I do. Uh, which color has the most color exclusive mechanics? Probably orange. It's either orange or it's one of the original Uno colors. I can't remember. It seems like a pretty good to reuse instead of placing them in the draw pile. Oh my gosh. Do we. So this is the same thing as like, yeah, like it gets removed from the game type beat, but then it gets reshuffled if the deck needs reshuffling. Uh, yeah, probably. I mean, Jelly Belly, Jelly Belly, no, because I don't see the need. But the No Mercy, what? Uh, okay. For this, okay, I'm gonna make a note for myself in here. Dissipate rules. We can call it dissipate for now. I don't know if I want to call it dissipate, but that is a pretty good word for it. Dissipate rules. Check cards. Jelly Belly and No Mercy. And safety nets. We're gonna see. We're gonna see about that. That would have to be a broad change. Um, that would be something I would go through the entire game and I would have to make that change pretty universally. I like the word dissipate. I am certainly not biased because of making it. No, I mean I do think it is I do think it is a good word. That's cool that you coined it, Orange. Dissipate is a good word. I can imagine like evaporate would be a good one too. Having evaporate be one. Or even disintegrate, not dissipate. Like disintegrate would be could be a good one. Hmm. There's a few words that could work there, but I'd have to decide on that. But yeah, um it's getting to the point where this definitely needs a keyword, I think. And so I'm probably gonna have to go through a bunch of mechanics again and like I mean I'll yeah, obviously I'll do the No Mercy, the beans, and then any set off to the side cards. But yeah, I'll have to replace it with the new keyword, whatever that one ends up being. I don't know. I haven't decided because I haven't thought about this at all. E B B B B B B B. All right. Well, we're gonna move on from that, but uh, yeah, you feel free to leave that there, I guess, because I'll probably yeah, I'll probably be adding that keyword. New hand symbol. How this card works entirely to make it more accurate. You could activate the boost before the round starts, and then when the round starts, you see your hand and you have the option to refresh your hand. So it shouldn't make a card that only can be used at the start of the round. But still, there are two factors here. Because the boost is activated at the start of the round, it would always exchange your starting hand. The boost is optional. You don't have to refresh your hand. Keep in line with these two factors. If you decided to place all the kind no, I mean, yeah, it's tricky because this effect is, it's meant to be like a, at the start of the game sort of thing. But I don't know, I'm more in favor, like it's an interpretation either way. Either way, this is a reinterpretation of the effect because it needs to be. I'm I'm more prone to leaning towards the just the like a refresh with the amount of cards that you had in your hand because it's like you're using it right then sort of thing. Hmm. Ooh, I love disintegrate. Just make it an optional action. Like, just make the entire effect optional. Be like, you can play this card and, like, doesn't do anything. No, yeah, no, I could see that. I could see that. Like, if you could choose to have it do nothing. I'm fine with that. I can work with that. Um, you may optionally place all cards. Oh, this can leave. um, there we go. It's optional now. um, current numbers list. This list is missing two numbers that were officially added to the amalgam: 39 and 73. Oops. What? Wait, I need to check to make sure. Um, I need to make sure that, like, I have 39 and 73 in my actual number document. Gotta scroll through this document real quick. 70. I don't have 73 in my numbers, bro. Oh my gosh. I don't have 73. Do I have, what is it, 39? Oh my gosh, I don't have 39 either. That's crazy. That is so crazy. What a catch and what a blunder on my part. Oh my gosh. Okay, so wow. 73 and 39. Wow. 73. 39. 39 goes here. 39. So I need to make a note of that right now. 73 and 39. Well, those are just gonna get, they're gonna get, like, whooped right in. They're gonna get, like, I don't know, they're gonna get, like, slapped on top of everything else. They're probably gonna be blank. They're probably gonna be, like, lore cards now because they got left out of the thing. That's pretty funny. The amalgam becomes more odd. The king modifier should pass the king status to the player to the left of the current king. L. Uh-huh. The king can also be the jester? This is crazy. Okay, I'm really tired. I'm gonna go to sleep now. I'll be checking in the rest of the VOD. Thanks for being here, Wario. Appreciate you. I'm still probably gonna be going for a while, but yeah. The VOD will be here. Okay. So let's take a look at the king modifier. King modifier. So the jester modifier doesn't need to exist. So if that's the case, jester modifier is gone. We just get rid of it completely. Like that. And the king gets past the next player. Wait. Okay, so yeah, it just okay. When you play this card, the king card gets passed to the player left of the current king. The new king then chooses a new jester. The new king then chooses a new jester. Okay. The king, okay, yeah, so the king can choose yourself. I don't know why you'd ever want to be the jester because it's only bad to be the jester, but you know, whatever. The option is definitely there. They can choose any player. I'm gonna put king modifier. All right. That seems legit. King value, yeah. Yeah. I don't think there's a -1. There isn't, I don't think. Okay. So yeah. The King's Choice card and the Jester card, misnamed Jester's Choice in the document, are both considered draw 1 cards, meaning they can... Oh no, what? This figure will probably be... No, yeah, this can't happen. I don't think. I mean, yeah, it's a completely different effect. It's a completely different effect. Oh, and the reason I call it Jester's Choice is because the Jester card is also a thing. Like the Jester card that you get when you're the Jester cards, I'm calling it. Yeah, I don't know. I just had to differentiate it from the actual Jester card. Yeah, these can't match. They're different effects. They're too different. That it would not. They're different symbols. Yeah. I think the King's Wild symbol should be removed because it isn't a one-to-one translation of the wild card of this edition. Um, you might be onto something here, Orange. King's Wild. Yeah, no, it is just straight up different, isn't it? Yeah, no, I think you're right. Delete King's Wild. I'm gonna remove it. I'm gonna remove it, yeah. No, that makes sense. Not King's Choice, King's Wild. The Wild King's Wild. Yeah, we don't need it. We don't need it. It's not nearly accurate enough, and also yeah, we have plenty of representation there. So no, yeah, you're right. Ratatouille. Recipes for disasters should be phrased to name a whole number in the range or a number in the game in the range, not just any number. It was reworked to only allow you numbers 0 through 9, but non-whole numbers exist in this game with 9.75, so the rules should be for players abusing the definition of number. Yeah, okay, hold on. Recipes for disaster. When you play this card, choose a... Yeah, it would have to be a whole number. Yeah. Choose a whole number. That's probably the best way to do it. That's the best way. Here we go. And that's probably it. Uno Flip Marvel. Villain and superhero do not originally have clarification on what happens when players are tied for the most cards, and in this case is the Amalgam's rules as well. It is up to... Wait. It's up to you to clarify it. What? Clarification on what happens when players are tied for least/most cards. Oh, what? I need to... Oh, no. She's... Oh, no. Man, thanks a lot, Mattel. Thanks a lot, dude. That sucks. That sucks so much because it's like now you're forcing my hand and I need to figure it out right now. Ah, okay. Jeez. Sucks, yeah. Mattel doesn't do things right a lot of the time. Must draw 3 cards. You may play a wild villain card on your journey. What is the best way to handle this, I guess? I think it would just have to be tied. Like if I mean if it's tied, if there's a tie for most or least cards, then they all get it. Yeah. Yeah. No, I totally agree. I totally agree, Orange. I think that these should probably just it happens to all of them. Superhero. The player or players with the most cards. Yeah. The player or players. That's definitely the simplest way to fix that. Yeah. Yeah, it works well. That's a good remedy. That's the simplest remedy. I need to write those down. Superhero villain. Colors rule. With the green color character, you discard on top. You discard the top card, not play it. You discard, not play it. If you have no playable cards in your hand, you may take the top card. Is this a playable card or not? Oh yeah, so it's not a play. Wait a minute. Oh gosh, what is green color? Oh my gosh. How do I find my own heckin' thing? Here we go. Color power cards. And discard it. Okay. So that is the green color power. That's an easy fix. An easy one. I just shared your MasterCard's website with a Discord chat, and apparently it embeds as home/my site. Yeah, the website is in a rough state. I would just share the YouTube channel, I'm gonna be honest. Uno Cars 2012. Victory Lap should first make the other players place their hands face down so that only the user of the effect views the cards in each hand. Victory Lap. Pass their hand face down. Place their hands face down so that only the user of the effect views the cards in each hand. Okay. Players cannot look at the given except for you. All right. Forgot to cite my sources. No, that's it. I trust you on this one. I need Victory Lap. Victory Lap needs changing. Boom. In my notes. We don't talk about the Massacre's website. Listen, I have priorities and that's a low one. You know, Mastercards is going to be a much bigger priority once Chemicards is done. You know, like once Chemicards is done, like I'm going full blast on Mastercards content. Like I'm talking visual novel and new music and character designs and probably a bunch more art streams, honestly. Like to draw the characters and stuff and the backgrounds and then, you know, like if Chemicards is successful, I'll have a bunch of money that I could put towards manufacturing Massicards. Oh my gosh, this PDF that you found it from is so crunchy. I love Mattel. Yeah. All right. Um Cars 2014. The Accelerace. The Accelerace, the Accelerace, is that a reference to hit 2005 animated Cartoon Network cartoon 4-part movie Hot Wheels Acceleracers made by Mattel? Hot Wheels Acceleracers. God, I love Acceleracers. Um Accelerace. Yeah, let's get rid of that. I love Accelerace. I want to play your games, Luke. I know I'm trying my best to make them real. Visual novel. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I know. It's really exciting. I'm excited to start working on that. That's part of one of the many things that's motivating me to get Chemicards done. That sure does sound like news. I wonder if daily Mastercards tomorrow. Uno Marvel Heroes. Fears of Fate is optional as it says you may trade and it affects opponents, not other players. Uh-huh. Okay, well with this we decided let's have it be more accurate and not yeah, let's keep it accurate. We've already undone a few of these, so let's keep it like that. But so this affects Feats of Fate. Where's Feats of Fate at? Feats of Fate. When you play this card, you may trade to an opponent to an opponent to your left. From the opponent to their left, from the player to your left if they are your opponent. So if it was your teammate sitting next to you, it just wouldn't work, which is, Gang, I do not know where the strike through button is. It's okay, neither do I. Sorry, I was reading the MasterCard's website. What's this about a visual novel? Yeah, I want to make a visual novel to tell the story of MasterCards, and I already have a lot of plans for it, but I just haven't started making it because I'm kind of busy on this thing. But once this thing is done, boom, visual novel time. I swear. And visual novel with like other stuff happening on YouTube, like more variety stuff happening on YouTube. Because I don't want to do another big project like this anytime soon. Like not a big combo project like this. Like I don't want to start making the Monopoly Amalgam right away. Even though I'd like to play it. So okay, X-Men. Wait, did I write this? Yeah, no, wait. Feats of Fate. I need to put Feats of Fate in there. Feats of Fate. Boom. X-Men. Mutate should allow choosing any player since it makes you choose either yourself or another player, not just yourself and opponents. Mutate. Okay, so yeah. You may force any player to discard all but one card and draw the same amount of cards discarded. Okay, easy. This is going well. I'm not an expert on visual novel engines, but I recommend Ren'Py or Ren'Py. It seems pretty easy and it's free and cross-platform. Well, I was planning on using Tyranno Builder, which is the one that Steam is like partnered with or whatever it is. Because I wouldn't want to release this on other platforms. I don't think it would ever make it there, honestly. I don't think it'd ever make it to like Xbox or whatever. Like, I would probably just throw it up on Steam. So, and I know how to use Tyranno Builder already. I've already messed with it a bunch, so I'm almost certainly using Tyranno Builder. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that Ren'Py is good. Like, I just have never used it before, and I don't see myself making the game cross-platform. I just don't think there's going to be enough demand for it unless it like goes crazy or something. Like say like all of a sudden the visual novel gets super popular. Like man, that'd be awesome, wouldn't it? That'd be so cool. NFL NFC champs should only choose another player and make them discard instead of playing. Champs. Choose another player. Yep. Choose another player and then it's discard instead of play. It must discard it. Discard. I could spell. Champs. I'm writing that down. Ren'Py because Python. Oh, it's Ren'Py because it's Python. Oh, cool. Slay the Princess too. Oh, Slay the Princess was made on. Wait, Wait. Was Slay the Princess made on Ren'Py or was it made on Tyranno Builder? Either way, cool. I mean, it's cool. This stream is cursed. Yeah, it's fine. This stream is totally okay. Uno stars of the National League. Top two has no case for ties. That this should be amended in the effect. Thanks, Mattel. It probably is Mattel, right? I mean, probably. Well, okay, so top two needs a resolution for ties. When you play this card, the two players with the lowest card counts must draw one card. If the player who played the card is one of the two players with the lowest card count, they get to choose another player. Oh my gosh. Wait, that's silly. Okay. Um uh if there is a tie for lowest card count, all tied players That's a weird one. Top two. It's a similar fix to the other one that we just did. Slay the Princess on Ren'Py. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. No, Slay the Princess. Oh god, I love Slay the Princess. One of my favorite games of all time. Actually, it's up there now. I've decided Slay the Princess is one of favorite games of all time, and maybe that's because I'm just a hopeless romantic. But like, ooh, really good. Huge fan. Huge fan. Uno fandom Dallas Cowboys. Hail Mary should be playable whenever any player is down to their last card and should be playable out of turn. Okay, so Hail Mary. Any player. If any player, that's crazy. If any player, so that includes you. If any player has only one card left in their hand, and you play this card. Yeah. And called Uno. And has called Uno. You played this card. Okay, wait, yeah. It should be playable whenever. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm reading the actual effect. I'm just gonna read the actual effect. When a player is down to their last card and yells Uno, um immediately wait. Yeah, are you forced to do this? Is this a forced action? It's you immediately play the card. You name a color. Wow. Wait. The phrasing is vague, but yes, I think it is. Wow. Play then continue. My gosh. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Okay. If any player... So it's basically just if any player calls Uno, this... If any player calls Uno, basically, you don't even need to... It doesn't even need to be the last card in their hand, because, like, there's no, like, false calling of Uno, right? Or, yeah, I mean, I guess there could be. Oh my gosh. If any player only has one card in your hand and has called Uno, you must immediately play this card. You must immediately play this card, and it has to be out of turn if necessary, right? It has to be out of turn if necessary, because it says immediately. Ugh. It seems to be phrases. So okay, yeah. There we go. I think that's it. So if any player has only one card left in their hand and has called Uno, you must immediately play this card out of turn if necessary, and take a guess. Blibbity blibbity blibbity. Yeah. Player zooms to the player to the left of you. To the left of you. Okay, so then that's the last thing that's needed here. Yeah. Play resumes with the player specifically to the left of you, no, regardless of turn order. That's funny. Yikes, man. Hail Mary. Yeah. All right, we're gonna leave it there. That's good. That's good. Okay. Uno fandom Dallas Cowboys. Uno should allow choosing other players. Okay, the 1, 2, 3. It's down here. Choose another player. Yeah, choose another player. 1, 2, 3. Easy fix. A lot less confusing to think about. Uno X Games. Lip slide should be removed since it's actually just a regular misinterpreted draw 2. That is, unless you want to consider it new for being named a draw card. Wait, yeah, you're right. Lip slide is not real. No, no, no. Lip slide is not real. That's crazy. No, the... Wow. Lip slide just is not even a thing. So, yeah. Lip slide is gone. And it is gone forever. Alley Oop only discards cards that you choose to discard, so not all of them. Bruh. Alley Oop. Discard any cards of choice, or cards of your choice. In your hand that match. Yeah, so it doesn't force you to do all of them. Yep. Okay. Alley-oop. Boom. All of the following cards have the property of you take another turn in a 2-player game. Oh. Oh, gosh. Oh boy. How long have I been streaming? 3 hours and 15 minutes. 3 hours and 15 minutes, huh? I'm almost there. I can make it to 4 hours. I can do it. I can make it to 4 hours. It's so easy, Chad. It's so easy. Hey, uh, tail whip. Well, wait a minute. Okay, so tail whip. Let's go to tail whip. What? T m- uh, excuse me? Dude, what is tail whip gone? What? Oh, is this just like are you implying that I need to add this now? Oh God. Adding the tail whip because it has this funny moment in it. Dirt. Oh my gosh. Tail whip is a targeted draw too. This is crazy. Why is Uno X Games like this? Why is Uno X Games written like that? Ugh! Big stretch. Mistake time being single-handedly responsible for doubling the price. No, I think it's helped more than it's hurt. We've deleted stuff and we've added stuff. I think it's about even. Ugh. I don't want to add it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to add tail whip. Do you know how many like I mean, we already have a lot of X Games representation, right? But do you understand how many effects in the game, like how many card faces have the draw two or targeted draw two on them? Like more than any other card, I think. Like it's either draw two or draw four that has like the most single uses in the game. And they take up so much space. It's crazy. Especially with like flex and stuff. But like I don't want to do this. I don't want to add another set of them in here. Like, just to have that, and when it already has representation, ugh. That sucks for the gameplay, but the gameplay was never center stage. Well, yeah, but there's multiple things going on because it's like for one, yeah, bloat of draw cards. For two, bloat of cards in the game that makes it more expensive. For three, X Games is already represented. I don't see it. I don't see the need, bruh. I don't see the need, bruh. I don't see the need for this. This one, though, can be changed. Dirt Dive. Also, what the heck is Fakey? It's another trade hands type of thing? Oh my gosh, dude. X Games. Is this all X Games? No way. X Games, dude. Hey, didn't we say we're combining all cards? No, I never said that. I literally never said that. I said I want to represent, like, I've said this like multiple times in the series too, where it's like we're not adding all cards. We're just trying to represent every version possible, right? And like, um, and you know, like throughout this mistake time document and throughout the series, I've gone back and been like, okay, we can throw this one in. We can throw it in, like we can add it in if whatever, you know, it's fine. Like, what's the limit though? What's the limit on these? Because like, if you really were like, I don't know how much you've done Orange, like, but if you really did go back and look at like every card and mechanic that didn't get added, like, I think there's a lot more than this. I think there's a lot more than these. Yeah, I mean, why not cut the rest of the cards from this edition then accept one? Because like I'm pretty sure like the ones that I added originally were like like more unique than what we're talking about here, because this is a targeted draw too, but it has one extra thing on it, and this one is, well, that's different, I guess. Wait, also, hold on. Oh, tail whip is okay. Yeah. Sorry, I got lip slide and tail whip mixed up in my own thing. Okay. Well, so these, how many do we actually have? We have tail whip, can, nuclear air, fakie, dirt dive, and drop a hill. So how many cards is that? That's because I'm assuming that these are, how many times are these included? Because uh like uh is are these all once per color things? I mean, the wild and draw 10. What is this? What is this? Wild, nuclear air, wild, and draw 5. Okay, no, so can is a wild and draw 10. Is that what we're saying? Fakey. Nuclear air is a wild and draw 5. Is that what we're saying? Is that what we're saying it is? Okay, so if that's the case, it's fakey, dirt dive, drop a hill. They're not, okay, so they're not colored. These are not colored. The fakey is wild, the dirt dive is wild, drop a hill is wild. These are all wild. Except for the alley oop. I'm going insane. Okay. Yeah. What do I have for what do I have in here already? I have dirt dive, I'm pretty sure, right? Yep, dirt dive. So what I already have is the alley oop and the dirt dive. Those are the two that I have. Wild dirt dive is wild. And your opponent has all the following cards are the property of you take another turn in a two-player game. Man. uh do you know any other languages? No. I took 2 years of Spanish in high school and I've literally forgotten all of it. I remember pizza is la pizza, and that's it. I swear. Uh, I also thought that you had stopped adding cards. Well, yeah, but I missed these cards, or like like I should have added them back then. Like that's kind of the logic there. All the new stuff and all the stuff that we didn't find in phase one, it's getting reserved for expansions. So, yeah. Why not what do I even do here? What do I even do? So so we need tail whip. We need to add tail whip now. So tail whip, yeah, tail whip is a colored card actually. So presumably, what am I doing? Tail whip. So the tail whip symbol is not wild. So when you play this card, choose another player to draw 2. So yeah. Yeah. So in a 2-player game, you take another turn. Oh my gosh, really? Do we uh Oh my gosh, it does! It's any, that's crazy. Choose any player. Bruh. Why do they make it, why didn't they just put that in the effect? Why do they have to make it like this? It's making me lose my mind even faster. Okay. Um so oh my gosh, are we really gonna have the can and the nuclear air in there? I guess so. Wild and all trade hand. So yeah, the can and nuclear air. Can sim. Oh wait, that's a wild. It's a wild can symbol. Do when you play this card, next player. That's the 10 one, right? Yeah. Must draw 10. In a 2-player game, you take another turn. And we copy that. Wild nuclear air. I can definitely spell nuclear. Next player must draw 5. Right, because nuclear air is a wild and draw 5. Yep. Yeah, so nuclear, okay, so nuclear air is unchallengeable. Wild draw 5. Okay. I mean, yeah, so then we can just put that this one is basically can just needs an extra clause because like already this is a different effect, so it won't be challengeable, the nuclear air, but the can have a separate clause. This so can this card is challengeable. Challenge penalty is 4 cards instead of 2. There. So we got that. Okay, so we got that. Fakey. So we'll add the fakey. Dirt dive needs it. Let me find dirt dive again. Dirt dive. In a 2-player game, you take another turn. So I need to edit dirt dive. So we got that there, that there. We're adding the fakey right after this. And we're adding the drop a hill. Yeah. So we're adding fakey and drop a hill now, which are these, and we added tail whip already. So fakey. So okay. So this one, this is just a pass all your hands in the same direction as play. Yeah, okay. All right. Fakey. Wait, fakey is wild, right? Yeah. Wild fakey symbol. When you play this card, all players pass their hands in the current direction of play. And then and it makes you take another turn. Yeah, so in a 2-player game, you take another turn. There, and now drop a hill is here. After the players draw, discard your old hand. You then call. So this is a hand refresh. Okay, yeah. So this is the drop a hill. Yeah, that's all. Wild drop a hill. Oops. When you play this card, discard your hand and draw that same amount of cards. And then in a 2-player game, you take another turn. Yep. Okay. All right. Oh, we can move past that. Sheesh, X Games. Oh my gosh. That took a hot second. We're almost certainly gonna need another stream, which is Uno Undercover. No, no, Uno Undercover. We just did it. We just went through Uno Undercover. It makes this card from Uno Undercover relevant again. What? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So this is the skip and draw 2. Okay. So skip and draw 2. Skip and draw 2 symbol. So when you play this card, the next player draws 2 and their turn is skipped. Yep. Next player draws 2. Yeah. Okay. Skip and draw 2. The next player's turn is skipped. Hmm. Acts like a regular draw 2. And it's green color exclusive. I'm just going to make a note of that here. I know how to spell green. I think a lot of these rules need to be written in simpler terms. Well, yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I know. I know half these cards are an entire paragraph. What do you think I've been doing in this series? With all the keywords and language and stuff. Have you watched that episode? Uno Flex, Uno Undercover again. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Reverse skip. Actually, 2 different symbols. Reverse and skip. And flex reverse cards, reverse and skip symbol. Bruh. Oh, bruh. Oh, bruh. Oh, bruh. Oh, bruh. We need 2 different symbols. We need the reverse and skip and the reverse and skip undercover. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, okay. Oh, reverse. Reverse and skip. So we need a reverse and skip undercover, which is yellow exclusive. And it has the 2-player thing, the 2-player clause, whatever. This is what happens when I stream too long, and this is what happens when I work on the Uno Amalgam for too long. Reverse and skip undercover. Symbol. And the turn order is reversed, and the next player in the turn order is skipped. I'm just gonna copy this. I'm just gonna copy it. I'm just gonna copy it in there. Yellow color exclusive. Oh yeah, could you ever provide a list of keywords in text form? Yeah, I want to. That's the thing. I want to. Well, that I planned. I wanted to do that forever ago, and I was gonna start doing that when I started adding the Chemicards versions of effects to the document. But I need to get this the mistake time document done first, because I'm not just gonna post. I'm not gonna put the incomplete effects or the unedited effects on the document. So like, I'm sorry, my order of operations. Keeler. Yeah, I know it would be really helpful, but I need to get this document done first. Like, the before I do any of that, before I start adding any of that to the document, I need to get this document done first. The sheer insanity it builds, absolutely. Uno National Parks. Bear Alert should be added, as it is not a duplicate of Dead Men Tell No Tales. Really? Oh. 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 How much is left? Genuinely, how much is left? We're at Uno National Parks. Oh my god. What is this? Oh no! Oh no! Timer again! There's no way. What? There's no way you put the too fast too soon at the bottom of the mistake time document. Did you know? Did you know I would look at it? Did you know? Did you know I would look at the bottom of the document too soon? Oh. I might have to call it, guys. I don't know. I've been doing this for too long. I mean, I haven't. I mean, yeah, I've been working on this project for too long. I've been working on this project for too long, and it's getting to me. But I'm getting so close. Well, like, once this document is done, and once, like, once I make all these edits, like, I'm gonna be dangerously close. Like, it's just gonna be like the unique cards, like the character cards and stuff like that. Oh. But yeah, I mean, I might have reached my limit for today. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. I might have to call it here. I really do appreciate you guys. I appreciate Orange. I appreciate Wario. I appreciate y'all for hanging out. It's not too far out from completion, I believe. Yeah. I believe too. My goal, and I keep saying this, but my goal is um to have the prototype done, not necessarily like in my hands or anything, but like have the prototype done by March. So that would mean having all of the card assets done, having everything in place where I can manufacture a prototype and I can have it sent to me by March. Like I want to click the order button on the prototype by March. Hey, Hisby, thank you for the $5.22. This is for the future therapy for any problem caused by the Uno Amalgam. Roll 22, chair, battery, magenta, room, worst plastic surgery, disease. Yeah, that's pretty funny. That's pretty good. Worst plastic surgery disasters of all time. I need that as like a champed up card. I need the worst plastic surgery disasters of all time as a champed up card for real. Uh No, I'm so motivated. I'm not burning out. That's what's good, is that I'm not burning out on this. I'm really motivated to get this done, and I have so many reasons to get it done. And like I will be getting it done. Like I mean, like dare I say this year, because like I have to play test it a bunch once I order the prototype and stuff, but in theory like the edits to the prototype will not be much cuz I'll have all the assets done and everything. It's just adjusting whatever cards or rules need to get adjusted. Um and so like I don't know, yeah, it's going to be it's close. It's close. Like Kickstarter campaign this year, like Kickstarter campaign this year, possibly like resolving the Kickstarter campaign this year, assuming it succeeds, and like maybe even I could get this game on your doorstep by the end of this year. Like that's what I really want. I really want to have this, like it is going smoothly, it is going good, and like eventually, like I mean like once playtesting starts, like once I actually get the playtest the game like at all, like it's gonna fly. It really is, because after that it's just make a couple of fixes, Kickstarter campaign, boom, we go. uh Glad to hear that stuff is going smoothly with the document, Orange. I appreciate all of the work that you do. Sheer ability to stick with projects to completion baffles me. I could never do something remotely this big. This is just the type of game that I like. That's the thing. Like I love the absurdly complex games like this. I mean, like not in the sense that like I like Campaign for North Africa, the Desert War 1940 to 43 or anything like that, but like I like the absurdity type of game like this, and in Massacres in a way. That's the type of game I like to make. Uh yeah. Man, I can't wait. I can't wait to have this project done. I can't wait to have this project done, and I can't wait to have it in your arms. Throwing it in your arms. I can't wait to have it on Tabletop Simulator so I can just update it as new stuff comes out, instead of having this massive project on me all the time. And then I get to do other stuff too. I get to manufacture other things, and I get to work on the funny Massacres visual novel and stuff like that. I can't wait to do that. Can't wait to draw my characters, write my world, so to speak. Anyways, I am gonna call it here. Thanks for being here, everyone. I'm gonna stop streaming now, and I'm gonna have some dinner or something. Have a good night. Thanks, everyone. Bye.